Welcome, thrill seekers, to a world of spine-chilling tales and hair-raising adventures. Gather around for a frightful journey into the unknown as we delve deep into the realm of scary stories. Buckle up, hold on tight, and get ready to experience a rush of terror like never before. The old abandoned hospital stood tall, ominous and foreboding, looming over the small town at the edge of the woods. The locals avoided it like the plague, fearing the spirits that were said to haunt its halls. Rumors had circulated for years of strange sightings, unexplainable noises, and even screams that echoed in the dead of night. Some claimed it was the ghost of a former patient, while others believed it to be the result of experiments gone awry. But one group of thrill seekers, led by a young woman named Emily, dared to investigate the hospital's dark secrets. They were curious about the abandoned building and the mysterious stories that surrounded it. They decided to spend the night inside the hospital, equipped with nothing but their wits and a few flashlights. As soon as they entered the hospital, they felt a palpable sense of unease. The air was thick and heavy, and the musty smell of decay permeated everything. The floors creaked beneath their feet, and they could hear the sound of something moving in the shadows. They explored the empty hallways, peering into empty rooms and examining rusted medical equipment, feeling like they were being watched. As the night wore on, strange things began to happen. Emily heard the sound of footsteps coming from down the hallway, but when she shone her flashlight in that direction, there was nobody there. Her friends reported feeling cold spots and sudden gusts of wind, as though they were being followed by an unseen presence. Doors that had been closed moments before would suddenly swing open, revealing empty rooms and deserted corridors. But the real terror began when they heard the sound of a woman's voice whispering in the darkness. It was an eerie, ethereal sound that seemed to be coming from every direction at once. The group huddled together, trying to stay calm, but the whispers grew louder and more insistent. Suddenly, the ghostly apparition of a woman appeared before them, her pale face twisted into a grotesque sneer. She was wearing a hospital gown, and her hair was tangled and unkempt. The group screamed and ran in terror, but the woman followed them, her ghostly presence getting closer and closer. They stumbled into a room at the end of the hallway and slammed the door shut, barricading it with anything they could find. But the woman's ghostly form seeped through the cracks in the door, her voice growing louder and more threatening. Emily and her friends were trapped, with no way out and no means of defending themselves. As the night wore on, the group found themselves under siege from the restless spirits of the hospital's past. They were plagued by visions of patients writhing in agony, doctors conducting gruesome experiments, and screams echoing through the halls. They tried to call for help, but their phones were dead and their pleas for assistance went unanswered. The hours dragged on, and the group grew more and more desperate. They were trapped in the hospital with no way out and no hope of survival. They could feel the spirits closing in on them, their malevolent presence suffocating and oppressive. Finally, as dawn broke and the first rays of sunlight crept through the windows, the ghostly apparitions began to fade away. The hospital was once again empty and silent, and Emily and her friends were left shaken and traumatized. They stumbled out of the building, vowing never to return again. The haunting of the abandoned hospital had left its mark on them, a reminder that some secrets are better left buried in the past. They knew they would never forget the terror they had experienced, and that the ghosts of the past would always be there, lurking in the shadows, waiting to claim their next victim. As the night draws to a close, we bid farewell to the terrors that haunted us and the spine-tingling tales that kept us on the edge of our seats. Remember, the darkness may linger, but the dawn always brings a new light. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and never stop exploring the mysteries of the unknown.